Some news has been circulating concerning some kind of partnership between Australia and Shiba Inu. Something big enough that'll really get you excited. And that's what we'll be talking about in today's video, so make sure to stick around to the end. Disclaimer. Welcome back to the channel, SHIB Army. I hope you're excited for another video. If you're here for the first time, you're most welcome. On this channel, I'll be giving you the latest Shiba Inu updates as they happen. So if that's what you're looking for, go ahead and subscribe to the channel and hit the notification button so that you always know when I post a new video, which is every day, by the way. Now, let's get into the video. I mentioned earlier that Shiba Inu is not in partnership with the Australian government, at least not yet, but that there is something close and big enough that will get you excited. Well, that something close and big is that Shiba Inu Games is in partnership with PlaySide Studio, an Australian video game developer. In fact, PlaySide happens to be the largest publicly traded video games developer in Australia. So this is definitely a big deal. The announcement was made via the official SHIB Twitter handle and it reads, #ShibArmy, we're so excited for the future. Let's give a warm welcome to PlaySide Studios x Shiba Inu Games. And in a different tweet, official announcement, PlaySide and Shiba Inu Games sign a strategic work-for-hire contract. The strategic agreement with Shiba is a fixed-price, milestone-based agreement to develop a multiplayer collectible card game which is planned to be released on multiple platforms. You will recall that Shytoshi had announced in a Medium article and also on Twitter that Shiba Inu would be expanding its enterprise to include gaming and eventually a metaverse. In that article, we were only made aware of the person who would be leading the game development project, William Volk, but we're not given any information about the studio that would be developing the game. And this was due to the fact that papers were still being signed and stuff. Well, it looks like the game development is truly underway now because we finally know the AAA game studio that will be developing the game, Australia's own PlaySide. PlaySide is definitely not a novice when it comes to developing awesome games. Its portfolio includes awesome games like Age of Darkness, Jumanji Epic Run, Battle Simulator Warfare, and Walking Dead Saints and Sinners. Even William Volk has shown his support for the studio. He tweeted that PlaySide has created some of the best mobile, PC, and VR games. It's great to be working with them. So, with PlaySide developing the game and William Volk at the helm of affairs, we know that we're in for something good with this game. PlaySide has released a press statement where it explains the details of the partnership with Shiba Inu. And in summarizing the idea of the partnership, it mentioned that PlaySide Studios Limited ASX PLY, PlaySide, Australia's largest publicly listed video games developer, is pleased to announce it has entered into material fixed-price work-for-hire development agreement with Shiba Inu Games, a derivative entity formed from the globally recognized Ethereum-based token and decentralized cryptocurrency Shiba Inu. Under the agreement, PlaySide will provide production, design, engineering, art, user interface, and experience development services to Shiba Inu Games on a new game title during the 8-month term of the agreement. The development of the game will draw from the art of the SHIB token's Shiboshi NFT and will feature card collection, strategy, and battle mechanics. The multiplayer collectible card game, CCG, is planned to be deployed on multiple platforms with a proposed launch date of Q1 fiscal year 23. From that statement, it can be implied that the art of the game will be heavily influenced by the Shiba Inu NFT, so we could be looking at similar colors or even overall design. However, the fact that Shiba Inu's NFTs will be serving as inspiration kind of means that they themselves might not be featured, contrary to what we originally thought. Now back to PlaySide's press release. That statement interestingly also talks about how PlaySide will be paid for that game. It mentioned that the price for its service is fixed and it won't be included in sharing any revenue that will be gotten from the game. PlaySide also mentioned that it will be paid in USD, not cryptocurrency. I've talked all about how this game will benefit the Shiba Inu ecosystem in previous videos. In those videos, I mentioned how, while the game is not being designed specifically to boost the value of SHIB and other Shiba Inu tokens, it is inevitable that these tokens will experience a boost when the game is launched. It's simple. As people start to play the games, they become more aware of the tokens, and a number of these new people would decide to give it a chance. More people buying the token would reduce the amount of Shiba Inu tokens in circulation, which would then lead to a price pump. So, the game is a great idea for SHIB. But Shiba Inu is not the only party in this partnership that will benefit from this game. According to PlaySide, its contract with Shiba Inu Games provides the opportunity to showcase the company's development capabilities in a relatively new area of gaming that is expected to grow considerably and rapidly. This reinforces PlaySide's credentials as a global premier game developer in the industry. Even the CEO had something to say about the importance of this partnership to the company. But before we get into that, allow me to pass on this quick info. This channel has a daily giveaway of 100,000 SHIB. For a chance to participate in the giveaway, all you have to do is subscribe to this channel, like this video, and leave a comment down below. Hashtag Shiba Inu. Good luck. Now, back to what the PlaySide CEO said. PlaySide continues to demonstrate its capability to partner with leaders across a range of fields within interactive entertainment, including leading influencers and global gaming brands. To add a new games client that has emerged from the popular NFT, token, and decentralized cryptocurrency industry is very exciting for us. Now, even though PlaySide will be paid accordingly for their work on the game, and that could be enough motivation to do a great job, the fact that they have something else to gain from this experience is even more motivation to do a great job. And all of this is just in case their reputation didn't already convince you that the game will be great. Talking about when the game will be released, 2022 is out of it. Yup, even though the partnership agreement says that the relationship will last for just 8 months, both Shiba Inu and PlaySide are looking at the first quarter of the year 2023 as a potential release date. Once the game is fully developed, it'll be licensed to Shiba Inu's developers for use on Shibarium, which is the native blockchain of the Shiba Inu project powered by the SHIB token. Once again, this whole game project is going to benefit Shiba Inu greatly, and it's not just because of the number of people that'll be exposed to the token or the community. It's also because of the fact that some of the revenue from this game will be used to burn SHIB and leash coins. If you've been watching videos on this channel or have been in the crypto space for a while, you understand why crypto burn, and specifically SHIB burn, is important. There are just too many SHIB tokens in circulation right now, and we need that amount drastically reduced if the token will get to that $1 mark. So the launch of this game is something to look forward to with excitement. But even as we look forward to the launch of the game and all the good that'll come with it, we can celebrate this partnership in the same way that we can celebrate this most recent huge whale purchase. And this whale is actually a new one. That is, they are buying SHIB for the very first time. In fact, what this whale did is more than just a purchase. You today called it an accumulation spree, and I think that is very fitting. Why? Well, because the whale conducted not one transaction, but 3 within a short frame of time. The first transaction happened on the 6th of this month when the whale bought a little over 3 trillion Shiba Inu tokens worth about $105 million. Then the next day, the whale made 2 purchases within 30 minutes of each other. The first was of almost 84 billion SHIB worth about $3 million, while the second was of 8 billion SHIB worth about $270,000. This brought the whale's total purchase to about $120 million worth of SHIB. Someone out there is preparing for the price bump that is so obviously in the future for Shiba Inu, and I hope that you are too. However, let me categorically state that I am not giving and do not give financial or investment advice on this channel. So, whether you're thinking of what investment to make or what you're thinking of what to do with your Shiba Inu tokens, I strongly recommend that you do your own intense research and study the market before arriving at any conclusion. And with that, we come to the end of today's video. If you enjoyed the video, then please like the video and don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section. This really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. Also, please share this video with as many people as possible. Let's get this news out there. If you're a true Shiba
New all-time high is on the horizon. How does that sound? I am pretty sure just one thought of it makes you excited. But what if I told you that there's a potential to triple the expectations? The Shiba Inu would literally explode in price. But recent discovery proves that it actually might be more than possible. And all of this because of one little detail we haven't been paying attention to. What a shame. But what is it about? And why should we be excited? Well, let me explain. Disclaimer. In the past 7 days, more than 17 trillion Shiba Inu tokens have been moved, catching everyone's attention due to the significant increase in volatility. This massive movement is like a tidal wave in the world of cryptocurrency. To put it into perspective, 17 trillion tokens represent a huge portion of Shiba Inu's circulating supply, making this activity impossible to ignore. Such a large transfer of tokens often raises eyebrows because it can signal that the Shiba Inu is in a good place. What if it's not? Well, let me explain. A big shift in the market. When so much of a cryptocurrency is moved in a short period, it usually means that something big is happening behind the scenes. This could be anything from large holders or whales making strategic moves to potential changes in the market sentiment. With on-chain activity surging like this, many people are hopeful that a bullish trend might be on the horizon for Shiba Inu in the upcoming week. Recently, Shiba Inu's price has shown significant volatility, with charts indicating regular testing of support and resistance levels. This pattern suggests that Shiba Inu is in a consolidation phase, which means it's gathering momentum before making a significant move. This behavior makes people feel that a crucial shift is about to happen. It's like watching a calm before the storm. Everything is quiet, but you can sense that something big is on the way. Imagine standing by the shore and noticing the waves getting stronger and more frequent. You know a big wave is coming, but you can't tell exactly when or how powerful it will be. Investors are in a similar situation, feeling the anticipation and preparing for Shiba Inu to make its next big move. But here's something interesting. Even though 17 trillion Shiba Inu tokens were moved in the last 7 days, the price doesn't reflect this activity. In fact, Shiba Inu's price is down by 7% during the same period. This contradiction has people scratching their heads. Normally, such a large movement of tokens would be expected to have a significant impact on the price. When this much activity is happening, it's a good sign that Shiba Inu is going to have a significant impact on the price. Especially with high trading volumes, prices usually go up or down more dramatically. But seeing a 7% drop instead of a rise or a major change is puzzling to many investors. This situation leaves people wondering what's going on behind the scenes. They question whether this massive transfer is a strategic move by big players, or if there are other factors at play that aren't immediately visible. It's like expecting a big gig. Wave to hit the shore after seeing the tide rise, but then the water suddenly calms down in a second. Instead, this unexpected turn of events keeps everyone guessing about what might happen next. One of the factors that might have contributed to this unexpected price drop is the rising rumors and negativity towards the Shiba Inu development team. You might remember that they launched a lot of projects back in the day. But now, with no recent updates, people are losing hope and faith in the team. This happens because in the crypto world, trust and confidence play a huge role. When a team launches new projects, it creates excitement and optimism. But when there are no updates or progress reports, investors start to worry. They begin to doubt whether the team can deliver on their promises. And this doubt can lead to selling off their tokens, driving the price down. From an ethical point of view, it's understandable why people feel this way. They invested their money based on the promise of future developments. When those developments don't happen or aren't communicated, it feels like a broken promise. Transparency and consistent communication from the development team are crucial to maintaining trust. Without it, rumors and negativity can easily spread, causing further damage to the project's reputation and value. And one of the projects at the center of the hate and discussions was Shiba Inu's Metaverse project. The last major update for the project came in March 2024, when Lucy shared a sneak peek into the progress made on Shiba Inu Metaverse. Since then, the community hasn't received many updates about the project. This lack of information stirred speculation that the team might have forgotten about the Metaverse project. With growing concerns about the lack of updates, Shiba Inu's marketing lead, Lucy, addressed the issue in a Twitter post today. According to Lucy, the less information disclosed about the Metaverse project now, the more impactful the next revelation will be when it's unveiled. And this approach actually quite makes sense. By keeping details under wraps, the team can build anticipation and ensure that when they do reveal new information, it has a bigger impact. Tactic often used to create suspense and excitement, making the eventual announcement feel like a significant event rather than just another update. Lucy ended her tweet with the phrase, "This suggests that even though the team hasn't shared any updates about Shiba Inu Metaverse, they are actively working on it behind the scenes." This is reassuring for investors and supporters who have been worried about the project's future. Hearing this is good news because it restores some confidence. It shows that the team is aware of the community's concerns and is strategically planning their next move. This kind of communication is a good thing. This kind of communication helps to rebuild trust and can reinvigorate interest in the project, potentially leading to positive movements in the token's value. In addition, Lucy has often taken to the X social media platform to address the Shiba Inu community about those spreading fear, uncertainty, and doubt about Shiba Inu and its developer team. Instead of suggesting a confrontational approach, Lucy proposes a peaceful and calm solution. In her tweets, Lucy advises the global Shiba Inu army on how to react to FUD and those who are interested in Shiba Inu. Attacking Shiba Inu. Her advice is simple. Do nothing. Let the fudders be, she recommends. Don't let them get to you. Be yourself. Choose positivity and positive things will happen. She also shared her personal approach, saying, "I simply forget they exist and leave them to their fate." This advice encourages the community to stay focused on their goals and not be distracted by negativity, promoting a positive and constructive atmosphere within the Shiba Inu community. And it looks like this approach has worked. The hate seems to have stopped, and Shiba Inu has stopped falling in price. As of now, it appears to be pretty stable, with the price remaining flat over the last 24 hours.